this is Shen.
And I'm Siri.
And welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome. Before we start, please subscribe to this channel. To celebrate Women's History Month, we will be discussing cases that involve violence against women for the whole month of March. So today we have our first two-part series. And the case we are going to talk about is the École Polytechnique massacre.
Something French?
Yeah, it is. Marc Lépine, né Gamil Gabi, was born to a French-Canadian mother and an Algerian father. His father, a mutual fund salesman, did not consider women to be the equal of men. He was physically and verbally abusive to his wife and son, discouraging tenderness between mother and child. When Gamil was 7, his parents separated. His father ceased contact with his children soon after. His mother returned to nursing to support the family, and because of her schedule, the children lived with other families during the week. At 14, Gamil changed his name to Marc Lépine, citing his hatred for his father as the reason for taking his mother's surname. Lépine attempted to join the Canadian Army during the winter of 1980 to 1981, but was rejected because he was antisocial.
So, are they in Canada or France?
Canada, but in the French side, like Montreal.
Canada has a French side?
Yeah!
I mean, I thought like they use both languages.
There are parts of Canada, their first language is French. The French side of Canada don't speak much English. They mostly speak French.
Oh.
I think they do know how to speak English.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
So that's why they're called French Canadians.
So this dude speaks French probably, right? As a first language?
Yeah. The brief biography of Marc Lépine that police released described him as intelligent but troubled. He disliked feminists, career women, and women in traditionally male occupations, such as the police force. He began a pre-university CEGEP, a college program in pure sciences, in 1982, but switched to a 3-year vocational program in electronics technology after his first year. He abandoned his program in his final semester without explanation. Lépine applied to the École Polytechnique in 1986 and in 1989, but lacked 2 CEGEP courses required for admission. He completed one of them in the winter of 1989.
I don't get why he dislikes feminists. Shouldn't he hate men? Like his mom raised him. His dad's was verbally abusive to his mom and like used to beat them up or something. Why would he hate women? I don't get it. What?
Yeah, it's weird.
Does he hate his mom because she went to work and like left him with other people?
It doesn't seem like it. It just seemed like he hated women for no apparent reason.
It's like an idiot.
As the title suggests, he has done some pretty horrific things, and psychiatrists emphasize the traumatic events of his childhood, suggesting that the blows he had received may have caused brain damage, or that Lépine was psychotic, having lost touch with reality as he tried to erase the memories of a brutal yet largely absent father while unconsciously identifying with a violent masculinity and dominated women. A different theory was that Lépine's childhood experiences of abuse led him to feel victimized as he faced losses and rejections in his later life. His mother wondered whether Lépine might have suffered from attachment disorder due to the abuse and sense of abandonment he had experienced in his childhood.
Sounds like she kinda sorta blames herself, which she shouldn't.
Yeah.
What does she mean by the sense of abandonment from his father leaving him or his mom not being around because she was busy working?
I think both.
Did they prove that he's got brain damage?
No, it's just a psychiatric evaluation. Seems like that. Without him being present, it's just a theory.
This is before he did anything or after he did?
This was released after he did anything.
So he never sought like any sort of therapy or like didn't he act out that like, was he completely normal until this point?
Seems like it. Seems like he didn't think he had anything wrong with him. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people who are also anti-feminist, same as there are a lot of feminists out there. Like there are people who are against feminism, right?
Yes, yes, but I just wanted to know if like he showed any sort of mental disorder that would, people would around him would make him go to therapy, or he was completely normal seeming until the incident, and then all hell broke loose or something.
Before this incident, there aren't any evidence that he did something,
Oh, that's weird.
not even this extreme, but like even close to something like this. He hasn't done anything like this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's kind of strange. At least it's not written anywhere. Like, we don't know actually.
Oh, does he have any siblings?
Yeah, he has a sister. He has a younger sister called Nadia. He was taunted as an Arab because of his name.
Oh, is that why he changed it?
Yeah, it's one of the reasons he changed it. Others expressed a border analysis, framing Lupin's actions as the result of societal changes that had led to increased poverty, powerlessness, individual isolation, and polarization between men and women. Noting Lupin's interest in violent action films, some suggested that violence in the media and in society may have influenced his actions. This part is BS.
This is such BS. Shouldn't there be a lot more murders?
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, what fury is this?
Something must have gone really wrong for him to have done, something bad without any prior history. Like, he just seems normal. I know he's got a lot of issues and abuse, but he never acted out until this major event. And then,
Yeah.
because usually whenever they show offenders, there's always like problems at school, never does well, always a troublemaker. Blah. There's some things that lead up to it, and then you're like, ah, yeah, that makes sense. This dude feels like just got bullied, got abused, and just couldn't take it someday, and then just burst.
He seemed like he was upset when he was a child or growing up, but that could be it. Like he has some kind of antisocial disorder, and like other psychiatrists says that he could have had some kind of brain damage due to abuse from his father.
Yeah, brain damage one I can believe, because there are multiple cases of that, isn't there?
Yeah. Here's an explanation of what anti feminists think about what he has done so far. The feminist movement is periodically criticized from a right wing or anti feminist perspective for approaching the massacre as a symbol of male violence against women. For example, Charles Rakoff, a University of Toronto computer science professor, compared the Ku Klux Klan with those organizing vigils marking the event, writing that the point is to use the death of these people as an excuse to promote the feminist/extreme left wing agenda, and adding that it is no more justified than the KKK using the murder of a white person by a black person as an excuse to promote their agenda.
I mean, I hope that there was cancel culture back then, because this dude needs to lose his job and never be able to find another job for saying stuff like that. How can you not talk about violence against women when there is violence against women happening? Like, women's massacre is just like, a natural disaster. It just happens periodically.
I have nothing to say.
He compared women fighting for their right to live to the Ku Klux Klan that's fighting for the right to kill black people.
The audacity to say this thing.
Right?
Other critics say that Lépine does not represent men, and that violence against women is neither condoned nor encouraged officially or unofficially in Western culture. In this perspective, feminist memorializing is considered socially divisive on the basis of gender and therefore harmful by bestowing guilt on all men, irrespective of individual propensity of violence against women.
We're not saying all men do that. We're just saying some men do that. They're taking it like personal offense. This is exactly what this computer guy's friend is saying. Him and his sexist friends.
Yeah, true.
saying there's presence of violence against women by men, mostly by men, does not mean that all men are guilty and should be put in jail or feel the guilt of some violent men. Like, this is not all about them. They're not the victims here. Women are the victims here.
Some men's rights and anti-feminist commentators state that feminism has provoked violence against women, view the massacre as an extreme expression of men's frustrations. Some anti-feminists view Lépine as a hero and glorify his action.
Unbelievable. Apparently, asking for equal rights for women is inviting violence against them. This is such BS. Who are these people that are glorifying his actions? Please come out in public.
Anti-feminists, extreme anti-feminists,
Yeah, like, please come out in public.
and men's rights activists.
Men's rights? The heck?
I didn't even know they existed.
All rights are for men.
Most rights are for men.
Did you say when did this happen? I feel like this is pre-internet era.
Yeah, it is pre-internet. It is early 90s, late 80s.
What a disturbing individual and what a disturbing fan base he has suddenly created.
I'm really sorry to say, but we're gonna end this video over here, and we're gonna continue this case in the next video, which is gonna come next week. So stay tuned for that. And thank you so much for watching and listening to this video.
And thank you for joining us.
If you like this drawing and you want to see the finished piece, please check out my Instagram. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below which true crime or supernatural case you would like to see next, or if you have a story of your own you would like to share, you can send them to me to my email or my Instagram.
Or on our subreddit. All the links will be in the description down below. Subscribe for more videos like this, and if you're already subscribed, please click the bell to be notified in the future.
Thank you. Bye.
See ya!